It was a sunny afternoon in the bustling city of Atlanta. Kayla Thompson, a 27-year-old school teacher, had just finished running errands and was walking to her car, parked on a quiet street. She was humming her favorite tune, her mind already on the lesson plans she needed to prepare for her third-grade students. Little did she know, her day was about to take a turn she would never forget. As she reached for her car door, flashing blue and red lights reflected off the vehicle's windows. A police car pulled up behind her, and an officer stepped out, his face stern and unreadable. Confused, Kayla turned to face him. "Is there a problem, officer?" she asked politely. The officer, whose badge read Carlson, didn't respond immediately. Instead, he demanded her ID. Kayla, though puzzled, handed it over. "What's this about?" she asked again, trying to keep her voice calm. "We got a report about a suspicious individual matching your description," Carlson said gruffly. Kayla's heart sank. She knew this wasn't about any crime she had committed. It was about the color of her skin. "Officer, I'm just heading home." "I've done nothing wrong," she said, her voice steady but firm. But the officer wasn't listening. He accused her of loitering and resisting orders when she questioned his intent. Before she could process what was happening, she felt cold metal around her wrists. Handcuffs. People began to gather, some pulling out their phones to record the scene. Kayla's face burned with humiliation, but she held her head high. "This is wrong," she said, her voice breaking slightly. "You're making a mistake." Among the onlookers was an older man named Mr. Jenkins, a retired lawyer who had lived in the neighborhood for decades. He recognized Kayla from the local elementary school and immediately stepped forward. "Officer, what's going on here?" he demanded. Carlson glared at him. "Step back, sir. This is police business. This young woman is a teacher at the school down the street," Mr. Jenkins said, his voice firm. "She's not a criminal. Whatever you think she's done, you're wrong." Carlson hesitated, but his grip on Kayla didn't loosen. By now, more people had gathered, their murmurs growing louder. "Let her go," someone shouted. In the crowd was also Detective Elena Ruiz, off-duty, but alert to the injustice unfolding. She stepped forward, flashing her badge. "Carlson, what's your probable cause?" she asked sharply. Carlson stammered, clearly caught off guard. She matches a description we received," Ruiz frowned. "Description of what, exactly? And where's your backup if this was a serious threat? Release her. Now." The weight of the crowd's disapproval and Ruiz's authority finally broke Carlson's resolve. Reluctantly, he removed the handcuffs. "This isn't over," he muttered before retreating to his car. Kayla rubbed her wrists, her composure wavering. Mr. Jenkins and Detective Ruiz approached her, offering words of comfort. "Thank you," Kayla said, her voice shaky but grateful. "Thank you for standing up for me," Mr. Jenkins smiled warmly. "You're part of this community, Kayla. We look out for each other." Ruiz added, "And you should report this. What happened here was wrong, and it needs to be addressed." Later that evening, Kayla sat at home, reflecting on the day's events. She knew this wasn't just about her. It was about countless others who faced similar injustices but didn't have a crowd or a detective to intervene. She decided then and there to take action. She shared her story online, where it quickly gained traction. Her experience became a rallying cry for change, sparking conversations about racial profiling and police accountability. In the weeks that followed, Kayla organized community forums, inviting law enforcement, local leaders, and residents to come together and discuss solutions. Detective Ruiz and Mr. Jenkins became her allies, helping bridge the gap between the police and the community. Slowly but surely, change began to take root. Kayla's story became more than just a tale of injustice. It became a testament to the power of unity and the importance of standing up against wrongs. And though the memory of that day would always sting, it also served as a reminder of the strength that comes from turning pain into purpose.